gentlemen, welcome to W.M.S.T podcast. Here tonight, we are going to be reviewing The Joker. Joining me tonight is Editor-in-Chief Ziggler. What up, Ziggler?
Shawn, are you driving?
Yes.
Get the fuck off the road. We can hear that shit.
Good.
That's okay. He can mute when he's not talking. And speaking of Shawn, what up, Shawn? The ladies' man is here. Shawn, what up? How you doing?
Noon improved on a better route. I'm ready to go. Got my head on straight. I'm back on, baby.
All right, awesome. Sounds good. All right, so I'll get us started with the review for Joker. I mean, there was a lot of high expectations going into this movie. And by the way, this is going to be a non-spoiler review. We're going to post a spoiler one later, and we'll talk about it even more in our podcast episode. But yeah, there was a lot of expectations going into this movie, and I am happy to say that this movie met all those expectations and exceeded some more. Joaquin Phoenix truly demanded your attention. He demanded the screen. This man carried the movie so well. It was absolutely breathtaking. So many nuances. The way he became Joker, as you saw in the trailer, the way his character was treated throughout the movie, all that build up and building up to this amazing point in this movie, it was absolutely amazing. I don't really have any notes because I literally got out of the theater like an hour ago. But there's a lot of things we need to talk about when we do the spoiler talk. But uh, yeah, this movie, I mean, cinematography, like that's definitely one of the major things you gotta mention when you talk about this movie. Amazing cinematography, this especially in like Dolby, like looked so amazing, and the score for this movie was absolutely beautiful. So many great scores that I'll definitely be listening to after it's released. Honestly, man, I'm so glad uh, we were able to witness such an awesome movie and have a character study of a character that was originated in the comics, and it's great to see like how Joaquin Phoenix was able to turn the Joker into his own thing. And by the end of the movie, I feel like you could say he's definitely one of the best Jokers ever. And this was definitely one of the best performances in recent memory. And I don't know if I don't know how the Oscars work, but this man definitely deserves the best accolades. Get him his Oscar right now. With that, my score for the movie is going to be a 10 out of 10 masterpiece. It was absolutely beautiful, and I would not, there was literally nothing wrong with the movie. Perfectly done. Todd Phillips is the man. And Shawn, go ahead with your review, non spoiler for the Joker.
I went into this movie with I heard all the hype about it, and I heard all like the apparently there's so many negative reviews about it too, which I just heard, and it really caught me off guard. But I just went into this movie like just ready to see it. I didn't like expect what I expected to come out of it. Like there was I'm not gonna say how many times because that might be a spoiler. There's a bunch of times in the movie I yelled, "Holy shit!" Like, and the manner of what happened, it was very unusually breathtaking in a movie about a psychotic murderer. Like, it was the score in one of these particular scenes was so beautiful and horrifying at the same time. Which really captured everything about it. Uh, Joaquin Phoenix was phenomenal. I think it's hard to compare him to Heath Ledger because they were two different Jokers. This was like a very like obviously mentally ill Joker versus like that Joker. I haven't really seen that much of it, but I think definitely Joaquin Phoenix played a better rendition of the Joker. Not saying anything wrong with Heath Ledger, but Joaquin was so breathtakingly like just phenomenal at what he did. He lived what he did, and like props to Robert De Niro too. I thought he was great. I thought he was a fun part of the movie that you could have in. That was like you have the legendary piece, and you know, there was like a moment, there was a time when it got kind of slow, and we'll explain that in the spoiler talk, but like, it got kind of slow for me where I checked my phone real quick. Like, I was kind of like, okay. But I think I forgot who said it, but like the last 15 minutes of the movie was probably one of the finest pieces of film ever created. And like I'm just blown away. I don't know when I'm gonna see it again because it's gonna take like I need a breather before I see it again. But I give it a 10 out of 10. Phenomenal.
10 out of 10. Awesome, bro. All right, Ziggler, you're up with your review for The Joker. Go ahead.
Yeah, this was a near perfect film in every which way. Just like what you guys said, the score was unbelievable, and the performance by Joaquin Phoenix was fucking out of this world. Like, I knew going in that Joaquin Phoenix was one of the greatest actors of all time, and he just keeps on proving that and proving that with every performance he does. So, yeah, when I was walking into this movie, I was expecting pretty much what I got. And what I got was just a beautiful, haunting character study of a mentally ill man, and it was just like a piece of art. This movie isn't a comic book movie. It's far from that. It's just a great character study of a man. It's just a great drama thriller movie. And I can't get into specifics because that's spoilers. We'll do that later, coming out tomorrow. But yeah, I believe it is one of the greatest movies I've ever seen, and I've seen so many great movies, and this is up there because I don't even consider this as a comic book movie because it's really not. Even though it has a Joker label and a DC label on it, it's really not a comic book movie. It's just a fantastic piece of art that is it's just beautiful. The cinematography is just beautiful. The color renditions is beautiful. Everything about this movie is just great. And it is very controversial. Like Shawn was saying, so many negative reviews on the news. It's saying it's like controversial and shit. And I think it's because this movie is like very real. It like talks about like real life shit that society helps create monsters like this, and people hate the truth. And it is very, very true that society helps build these psychotic monsters. And you see that in the movie, how people are just the worst. And it's true. I mean, it's just a true fact that nobody wants to admit that they're the reasons why there are all these shootings and shit. And why this whole place is just anarchy. But yeah, this is a near perfect film, and I loved every second of it. There is no moment in the movie where I felt bored or yawned or where I felt it was slow, because every scene in the movie had a purpose, and every scene in the movie, my eyes were just glued to the screen, and it was just fucking great. Cannot wait to see it again. Hopefully, gonna see it again in a few days. So yeah, those are my thoughts, and I'll give it a I never give movies 10 out of 10, but this one is just so near perfect. It's like Fuck, I'm really leaning on giving it a 10 out of 10, but I don't know.
Do it, bro. Do it so I don't have to round it.
I mean, I hate doing it, but fuck it, 10 out of 10.
Hey, 10 out of 10, let's get it. So that's the review for The Joker, W.M.S.T's podcast official review. An average score of 10 out of 10. Make sure you watch it.
I mean, I just can't think of anything wrong with the movie.
Because there wasn't.
Yeah, exactly.
Wasn't.
Like, all the actors showed up. The directing was beautiful. The score was beautiful. The cinematography was perfect. The writing was perfect. Everything was just perfect.
Perfect. That's definitely a good way to describe
this
Joker.
Was just a piece of art, and I believe it's one of the best movies of the century, the 21st century. It's like, it was fucking great. Everybody has to see it.
Hey everyone, hope you enjoyed that video, and make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And click on the channel to check out some more awesome videos like our movie and wrestling debates and our interviews with people like the Wrestling Classic and Jordan Jomo from the IGWC. And we are definitely looking into delivering you all some more content in the near future, so definitely be on the lookout for that. And thank you for your support.